Hi, welcome to your Google Sketchup tutorial. So let's get into it. The first thing you'll do is open up your browser and then search up Google Sketchup free. Then you should click the first link. After you click the first link, you should press Start Modeling. So what it will appear is it'll tell you to sign in or sign up, and you should just sign up with your YorkU Gmail. And then after you've come here, you should press Create New and then click one of these unit for measurements for your designs. My favorite is meters, so I just usually use that. Next thing you'll see is this figure appearing. She's kind of useless. It doesn't really matter. You can delete her, but three things that you'll really need to know about this software is on your keyboard is the letter H, the letter O, and the space bar. So the letter H is your hand, which helps you pan. It'll just let you move around in a very 2D manner. It'll only show you this view, singular view. Um, and to for O, if you press O, it helps you orbit, so it'll let you look around. But another way you could use orbit is your scroll wheel on your mouse. It just does that. It's just a very easy way to do it. And if you press spacebar, it'll just come back to your original mouse like right here. So like hand, spacebar, it'll is this. Another thing very important to know is this search button right here. Let's say you can't find something that you really want and then you don't know where it is. You can also just click here to search it up and it'll just usually appear. If it's not there, then it probably isn't in the system. Let's delete her. Oh, and another easy way to delete anything is just a backspace. That's just it. It's very simple. To undo, Control Z. To copy is Control C, etc. Um, so let's move on. So everything you basically need to know is on this side of the toolbar to create, and it's also here too. So one thing to draw, I guess, for basically anything, is you'll need a line or a pencil. So you can just always click here. Usually I just use this line because it creates straight edges, straight lines, everything, and I can just make a shape, right? Just like that. You can also use the rectangle. You can also press R for it. It'll go like this, or you can even press L. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. You know, just to create these shapes and stuff like that. You can also press circle. You can do basically anything. They're all over here. You can always just like click them. You can find the shapes, find everything. So that's your basic. Okay, so let's move on. Let's talk about push or pull. So the first thing I'll do is let's say I'm creating a house. Okay, so let's say the first base model is like base is just a square. I can either press this button right here on the left, or I can press P for push or pull. Right, select however you want, however high you want it. Oh, you can also press. There's a units on the left bottom. I'm sorry, right hand corner. You can, if you wanted, you could say, let's say, 20 meters. For just say 20, it'll go all the way up like that. No, and let's go see. Let's go back to original small amounts for now. Um, and let's say I did want to make a little roof. It's you can always just make a triangle like this. We'll just etc. Oh, that's bad. See, the thing is, you always face problems like that. You never know which axis is always working on. So sometimes the best way you can do it is if you press line and you press one of those arrow keys. Let's say you want to go to the axis you want to follow the red axis. Uh, Click your left arrow key. Oh, I'm sorry. Click your right arrow key. It'll go that way. If you click your left, it'll go towards the green. If you click up, it'll go towards your blue axis. But another easier way for you to do it, this is a trick, is if you press line and you go on your midpoint, go connect it. If you press move, which would be right here, another shortcut for that is the letter M on your keyboard. You go on your midpoint and you just go up. But again, you don't know how, like, sometimes Google SketchUp messes up and you don't know if you're going straight up or not. Sometimes you think it's going up, but it'll go a little like this. So a best, like, good way to make sure is if you press up on your keyboard and you just go up. Another cool thing about the pusher pull is like it helps you make shapes from the shape itself, and it can make a hole too. So let's say if I was to make a circle, if I click C, or if you even if I go around here, gives me the option for a circle. I do this, or even let's say even create a square. I can press push or pull, it'll come out. And if the to make a hole though, you can't go above, you can't go past your shape. You have to go on the edge of your shape. Click there, and then it'll make a hole. Same thing for this. Oh, there you go. Another thing you can do for if you want to copy or paste anything, you can press. You should select whatever you want to do. Let's say I want to select. Actually, I want to select this whole house. I'll press copy, Control C, and then I'll press Control V. And then sometimes it's kind of difficult to make sure where it really is on the plane. Like it can be down or up and stuff. So just kind of very free. So what you could do is line it up with a point that you want it on. Like let's say you wanted it parallel to this, line it up to that, and then slowly just kind of move it towards that axis, towards the red axis. And then you'll notice it's just perfectly aligned. Let's get rid of that. Another thing you could do, actually, let's get rid of this whole thing. Another thing you can do is since for push or pull, since push and pull is very restrictive to going only one direction, it won't go for like let's say round objects or anything like that. So let's say I did want, oh, come on. Let's say I wanted to make a tube of some sort, and I wanted a curve. One thing I could do is make two circles like that, and then press A on the keyboard to create arc length. Another way you can go on it is over here on the left again. It's everything's here. You can click this, or you can click this, or all arc lengths are just different ways of doing it. Press A, uh, click the center, and then you click on the center and see these lines when you're making them. Sometimes it'll just again you don't know which axis they're going on, so I'm just gonna press up for this one for this example. It'll make an arc length, and what you can do is if you press under this push and pull button, if you press that, there's a thing called follow me. If you click it, you can just follow this line. Oh, sorry. One thing I forgot to mention is that you have to delete your old thing. It has to be freeing for it to work out. It's kind of self-explanatory. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it works out. And it just follows and it creates an arc like that. Another thing you should know about is offset. So let's say if you're trying to make the same shape, but you wanted to make it parallel, kind of. What I would just click is offset right here. Oh, this is offset. Yeah, it is offset, and I can go outer or kind of like inside. It will be all parallel to the shape. Actually, Control Z. Another thing we should talk about is your views. So to look at views, it's easier if you don't want to do this all the time. Like click your scroll wheel or press orbit to get back into your original thing. Like let's say you've gone too far in, like inside the object. Like, and you don't want to keep scrolling, you can just press one of these buttons. It'll zoom out. They're just views of your object or where it is. It'll be your whole object usually when you press something like this. Yeah, you can just press go back, and it's usually just right here on the right toolbar. Another important thing is, let's say you're trying to design something or it's kind of complex. You can always find it on the 3D warehouse. It's right here on the right. So that thing that looks like opening up a box, 3D warehouse. And then let's say you search up anything. Let's say a couch. They're all 3D objects that have been designed by other members of Google SketchUp. And you just click on it, you press download. This one's kind of tiny. So one thing you could do is come here and then see this is a design that has just been laid like this. So you notice it's a different axis or it's just like weirdly shaped. So one thing you can do is if you go on the move button area, there's this thing called rotate. Yeah, so if you wanted to rotate this, let's say I wanted to be horizontal, properly horizontal. I can press one of the arrow keys. That's if I press the left one. It'll rotate this way towards the green axis. But if I do it on the right, it'll go on the red. First get your original, and then you can also always just press 90, and it'll just go back. Another thing you can do to, because this is kind of small, to make it bigger, what you could do is press scale, which would be, sorry, not here, right here. There you go. So you are encouraged to use things from the warehouse. Okay, I don't know why this showed up, but I guess that was just part of the design that person put in. But usually that this shouldn't happen. You are encouraged to use things from the 3D warehouse, but the only thing is you should cite it in your design report. Yeah, thank you for watching, and good luck on your competition.